Our mom tried to stop my sister from getting a tattoo, so I got one too. I had just walked into my mom's house when I had to duck in order not get hit with a sandal. I carefully look up and see my little sister standing in front of me. Her back was to me, and she was facing our mom, who was now holding her other sandal in her hand. My sister screamed at her, "You did not just throw your shoe at me!" Our mom yelled back, "I wouldn't need to if you would stop walking away from me. I'm done talking to you. Don't you dare walk out that door." But my sister ignored her and turned away. She nearly ran into me and asked, shocked, "What are you doing here?" I held up my hands in defense. "I thought we were having tapias." My sister rolled her eyes and walked past me. Our mom had a bad knee injury, and so was struggling with her cane to catch up. I was still standing in the doorway, confused, when Mom put a hand on my shoulder. "I need you to go talk some sense to your sister. Do that and bring her back for dinner." Mom then pushed me out the door. Wait, why am I talking to her? But Mom slammed the door instead of answering. Thankfully, though my sister was 18, she didn't have her own car, so catching up to her was pretty easy. She was nearly to the bus station when I was able to jump in front of her. "Gabby, hey, mind telling me what you and Mom were arguing about?" She pushed past me. "It's stupid. Clearly not when you're that passionate about it." I managed to get in front of her again and spread my arms to keep her from slipping away. Gabby crossed her arms. "You wouldn't understand anyway. Mom lets you do whatever you want." I scoff. "Yeah, living in my own place probably helps with that. What are you trying to do?" She looks down at her sneakers and mumbles, "I want to get a tattoo." I immediately suck in on my teeth. "Okay, I see now. You know how conservative she is. Why not wait a couple of months and get whatever you want while you're at college like a normal kid?" "That will be too late." I asked her what she meant, but she didn't answer. Gabby was quiet now, and it was obvious she wasn't telling me something. There had to be more than a tattoo on her mind. I rub the back of my neck and look over at the line of food trucks nearby. "You hungry?" Gabby immediately gets annoyed. "I am not going back to Mom's." Yeah, I know. Let me buy you a waffle." I walked away before she could respond, and just as I knew she would, Gabby followed me to the chicken and waffles truck. We were quiet the whole time we were in line, and up until we sat on the curb next to each other. I handed her the paper takeout box with her food, and let her take a few bites before asking, "So, what do you want to get?" She shakes her head. "It doesn't matter. She's not going to let me." "I still don't understand why you bothered asking." Gabby picked at the breading on her chicken. "Because this isn't some random tattoo. It was supposed to mean a lot, and I thought she would understand. But instead she blew up and threw her shoe at you?" I said it with a smile, hoping to get a grin out of her. Instead, Gabby looked up at me with tears in her eyes. She said that Dad would have hated it, and that I was insulting his memory to even suggest it. I stopped eating and watched her carefully as she wiped the tears before they could fall. I asked her, "It's for Dad, isn't it?" Our dad had passed away after a long fight with cancer. I lived and worked out of state, but traveled back in order to see her and our mom for an anniversary dinner, meant to be a celebration of life. Gabby took a deep breath before talking. "I wanted to get the number from his favorite jersey tattooed on my wrist. I thought it would be small, but in a spot I could always see it and remember him. But Mom acted like I was going to get it on my forehead." Her voice shook, and she went back to picking at her food. I shoved the last of my waffle into my mouth and dusted off my hands. "Finish up. We don't have long before Mom expects us back." Gabby started to protest, but I stopped her. "An old friend from high school owns a shop around here. Come on." She gave me a questioning look, but followed me anyway. Her eyes lit up with understanding when we walked up to my old friend's tattoo parlor, but she stopped me before we walked in. "Wait, what about Mom?" I shrugged. "Well, we both tripped on our walk and scraped our wrists when we fell. That's at least what I'm going to tell her when she sees our wrists wrapped." My sister's eyes sparkled. "You're getting it too?" I smiled back. "Why not? It'll match the other tattoos Mom has no idea about."